It never is, of course. Space stretches infinitely, a silent ocean of stars, planets, and things we dare not name. But that night, the sky watched back. It began with a whisper, a faint distortion in the air, like the universe itself had taken a breath and held it. The stars flickered, not from clouds or atmosphere, but as if something vast and unseen had passed between them, blotting out their light for just a fraction of a second. And then the signal came. Deep in the New Mexican desert, a radio telescope at the Black Point Array picked up a sound. No, not a sound, a pattern. A sequence of pulses, too precise, too rhythmic to be cosmic noise. The scientists who first heard it described it as a heartbeat. If a heartbeat could echo across light years. The pulses repeated every 11.7 seconds, an interval that defied natural explanation. And then, as suddenly as it began, the signal changed. It answered. That was the first mistake. We responded. We always do. Within hours, observatories worldwide confirmed it. The signal originated from just beyond the orbit of Pluto, but it wasn't stationary. It was moving, closing the distance faster than anything human-made could hope to achieve. Governments scrambled, classified briefings were held in shadowed rooms, and the public was told nothing. But the astronomers, they knew. They watched through their lenses as the thing, whatever it was, adjusted its trajectory, not toward Earth, toward the moon. Then the second signal came. This one wasn't radio waves. It was a transmission embedded in the cosmic background radiation itself, a frequency that shouldn't exist. When decoded, it wasn't mathematics, wasn't language as we understand it. It was a sound, a deep resonant hum that made the scientists who heard it weep uncontrollably. Some claimed it was beautiful, others tore their headphones off, screaming that it was wrong, that it didn't belong in this universe. And then the moon changed. It was subtle at first, a dark spot near the Tycho crater, a patch of shadow that shouldn't have been there. But the shadow grew. Night by night, it spread like ink in water, swallowing the lunar surface. Satellites turned their cameras toward it, and what they saw defied physics. The moon's surface was rippling, as if it were no longer solid rock, but something else, something alive. NASA lost contact with the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter exactly 13 minutes after it captured the first high-resolution images. The final transmission was a single, blurry frame. A fissure had opened in the moon's surface, and inside that fissure, something moved, something vast. Then the world went silent, not metaphorically, literally. For exactly 11.7 seconds, the same interval as the original signal, every radio, television, and cellular transmission on Earth ceased. Every satellite went dark. Every device capable of receiving a signal received nothing, as if the universe itself had been muted. When the silence broke, the signals returned. But they weren't ours. They came in voices that didn't match any human language, yet every person who heard them understood. A single phrase, repeated in every dialect, every tongue, whispered through static. We have slept so long. And then the shadows on the moon began to shift. Not just in one place, everywhere, as if something beneath the surface were waking up, stretching. The final image ever transmitted from the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter was not of the moon, it was of Earth. A single, high-resolution shot of our planet glowing blue in the void, and just for a moment, just a fraction of a second, something passed in front of the camera, something massive, something that by all known laws of physics could not have been there. The next night, every telescope on Earth trained on the moon saw the same thing. The dark patches had spread. They now covered nearly a third of the lunar surface, and they were no longer still. They pulsed, like a heartbeat, or like breathing. The scientists who first detected the signal are gone now, not dead, missing. Their labs were found empty, their equipment still running as if they had simply stepped away. But there was one final note scribbled in the margins of a star chart by Dr. Eleanor Voss, the lead astronomer at Black Point. Just 3 words written over and over, the handwriting growing increasingly frantic. They are coming. And as I stand here tonight, looking up at the moon, I can't help but wonder, why do the shadows look closer? Why do they look like they're reaching? And why, when the wind blows just right, does it sound like whispering? Sleep well, dear viewer. But leave your curtains open, let them see you watching,